Pocono Raceway in Pocono, Pennsylvania, the track known as the Tricky Triangle, is the home to stop number 14 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we're here today for the running of the WIX Filters 400s, we're set for 24 laps of racing on this 2.5-mile triangle-shaped racetrack. 3 different straightaways and 3 different turns. That's the story of this racetrack, of course. And let's give you the starting line for today's running event. On the pole at 170 miles an hour, car number 25, the Folgers Chevrolet. It's the second pole of the season. Colin Cropley has the pole for this race here today. He's alongside number 11. That is Noah Sewell, the Budweiser Ford. Second row has Matt Vasconcelos, his best starting position of the season, and number 6, the Starlight Ford. He's alongside number 75. That is Quentin Moore, the Valvoline Pontiac. Going to row number 3, it's the defending winner of this race here from a season ago, Stephen Colon, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Oldsmobile, car number 83. And beside him would be car number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford. It's Keith Batson starting alongside. Fourth row, car 7, Rafaela Duke, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, the Daytona 500 champion. Beside him would be number 2, Dylan Young in the Kroger Pepsi Pontiac, the winner of the season at Darlington. Row 5, car 42, Kyle Matthews in the PK Antifreeze Pontiac. He's alongside number 71, Nathan Hudson in the Lifebuoy Chevrolet. Row 6 has cars 57, Charles Sanford in the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac. He's alongside the Crown Petroleum Skull Oldsmobile, car 55. That's Harrison Ponder sitting alongside. Going to row number 7 has car number 9, Jessica Shelton in the Coors Melling Ford. She's alongside number 73, Daniel Bouchard in his Oldsmobile. Jessica, the winner of the season at Dover and Sonoma, Dover and Riverside, I should say, going for 3 in a row. Next row down is car number 3, Cole Deaver, the winner of the season at Atlanta in the GM Gibbons Chevrolet. And number 70, Daniel Boyles in the Rumpel Furniture AC Spark Plugs Pontiac. Next row down is car number 27, that is Nathan Ormond, winner at Bristol this season, the Kodiak Pontiac, and number 33, Amanda Evans in the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 88, that is Laura Chung in the Crisco Pontiac. She's alongside number 21, Benjamin Miles, winner this season at Rockingham, and he also won 600. He also won the All-Stars at Charlotte. Next row, car 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile, and he's alongside number 43, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte. That's the car of Mike Becker. Next row is number 90, Kat Batson in her Ford. She's alongside number 10, that is Caleb Fogler in the Purelator Pontiac. Next row, number 5, Bill Parker in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. He's alongside number 14, Eric Monaco. Parker, I should say, winner of the season at Richmond. Next row is number 52, Seth Cole in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac, and number 30, Allison Rain in the Country Time Pontiac. Allison winner this season at Talladega in the Winston 500. Next row is number 17, Michael Whitman, and number 8, Ryan Brommer. Next row down has number 89, Samet Ozcon in the Evinrude Pontiac, and 16, Alexander Rowe in the Chattanooga Chew Buick. Next row is number 94, Dylan Poteet in the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile, coming from way out back, and as is also Jackson Haywood in the Motorcraft Ford. Jackson coming off a top 5 finish, I should say, at Riverside. Next row down is as the other 2-time winner, Joshua Osborne, the 26 Quaker State Buick. Joshua winner this season at Martinsville and Sonoma, and he's alongside number 84, Austin Reed in the Miller High Life Buick, and starting shotgun, car 29, Zachary Fitzwater, who won at North Wilkesboro this season in the first Union 400 in a Hardee's Pontiac. And the Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet car 66, that is the car of James Henry, who will start dead last in the field. So that is your starting lineup for today's running in the WIX Filters 400 as we have 24 laps of racing on this racetrack here. This is the first of 2 stops here at Pocono. Of course, we'll be heading to another stop at Pocono later on in the season when we head back there for race number 17 on the season. And that would be for the AC Spark Plugs 400. So here's the command to fire the engines here at Pocono.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Command is beginning to fire the engines as we're racing here today on this 2.5-mile Racetrack here as the pace car leads the field off of pit road for the pace up and back to the start of the race right after this. Well, the trend of cars failing to start before the race happens here, as happened for the second race in a row, Amanda Evans, the 33 car, has failed to start before the green flag even falls here. So she'll be sitting on pit road here as we're about to come off turn number 3 right now. Remember, there's no turn 4 at Pocono. It'll be Colin Cropley and Noah Sully in the start-finish line as 37 cars taking on the green flag. Green flag flies. We are racing at Pocono. Down what would be the long front straightaway, which is 3,740 feet in length. This is the longest straightaway of the 3 here at Pocono. And through turns number 1, that's making it 14 degrees, and onto what they call the long front straightaway, which is 3,055 feet in length. That's about the length of the straightaway at Daytona. The backstretch, I should say, at Daytona. And then turn number 2, which is a tunnel turn, and there is a tunnel that runs through that corner for the infield traffic. That's banked at 8 degrees, and then onto the shortest of straightaways, that's the North Chute at 1,780 feet in length. And then the flattest of the turns, that's turn 3, banked at only 6 degrees. So now you see what that means. 3 different straightaways, 3 different turns, and Dylan Young and Collins just crashed each other into the wall. Kyle Matthews has put Dylan Young in the wall in turn number 3, and there's the Matthews slowly getting back going, and Dylan Young in the 2 car. And boy, Dylan Young, who lost the points lead at last race on the tour at Riverside, is really going to be in bad shape now as he's now in, as you see the side cage just a little bit on the number 2 Kroger Pontiac. This happening at the end of the first lap here as they went through turn number three. Matthews and Young were 3 wide there, but with the Charles Sampers, they come down there, and Matthews just drives right into Dylan Young's third corner, into the third corner of the racetrack here. It's amazing why nobody else was involved in this crash here, obviously, too, here, as Matthews comes off the wall. Matthews, you see right there, lands right up against the wall. Gets her back going again here, and he will rejoin the running in the event here. Matthews in 37th position, while Dylan's in 36th position. So caution flag lands on the very first lap here, and it's Colin Cropley, your leader. We'll be back in a moment. Back at Pocono Raceway right here, and you see right there rejoining the race here as Amanda Evans in the 33 car. She has scored 2 laps down in 38th position here. The number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. So Amanda, I'm sure, will hope for a little bit of a miracle to try to get herself back on the lead lap, I guess you might say, but not sure on that one. So here to come off turn number 3 right now, it's Colin Cropley, your leader. Second is Matt Vasconcelos. Third position is Noah Sewell. Fourth right now is Stephen Colon. Fifth is Quentin Moore. Then it's Keith Badson, Rafael Duke, Charles Sanford, Nathan Hudson, and Jessica Shelton. Your top 10. Green flag back out, back underway here at Pocono, lap number 6. Colin has got to be one happy guy here, of course. Not to mention having all 3 of his, having him and both of his friends qualifying the top 3 at Pocono, and you can bet Colin was one happy guy after all that. Now if they can run good now if they can all run good in this race here, if they finish top 3 though, I tell you, he'll be really excited about that for sure. But that's going to be the question is going to be answered in about 20 laps to come here as they come through turn number 3 now. And Sewell's now up against the wall here as he almost comes back up against Amanda Evans and the 83 car of Stephen Colon. And the caution's out for the second time here at Pocono. And it's Ryan Brommer in the 8 car is in the wall. And same with the 16 of Alexander Rowe. Both as 2 of the Buicks involved in this crash here. And Kyle Matthews runs into Dylan Young and pushes Dylan Young right into the back of Joshua Osborne's car in the 26 car. So Kyle, I'm not sure. Kyle and Dylan are two of the best of friends, I guess you might say. So I doubt if he's actually mad at Dylan. I doubt about Pat, but I say Dylan didn't like being put in the wall though. But still, here's what happened that caused the second caution flag of the day. Here is a 16 car of Alexander Rowe and an 8 car of Ryan Brommer. Getting to each other here, Alexander slowed up there, and Brommer just it's like we saw Dylan Young do to. It's like we saw Kyle Matthews do to Dylan Young, though. Brommer puts Rowe into the wall. And Alexander Rowe right in the path of Matthews' car, and Matthews just turns the 16 car around. And I doubt if that was. And I think Kyle just couldn't get slowed up, I guess you might say, and just turned the 16 car around, and a few scrapes on the side of that white and brown Buick of his, but the same with the 8 car of Ryan Brommer as both those cars, and William Brock also coming on pit road. 65 miles an hour, the pit road speed limit here at Pocono Raceway. That's Brock, Rowe, and Brommer all coming in. And William Brock in the 4 cars out of the race already. So he's the first retiree out. And we're getting word that it is a header failure on the number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile, as he header failure is some problem with internally within the engine on that machine. Anytime it's a header failure or a camshaft problem, it's a problem internally with the engine. So that has to be torn down and be replaced. So anyway, with that being said, here Colin Cropper is still your leader here. Lap number 8. We'll be back for restart right after this. So through turn number 3, they come here at Pocono Raceway here. So reset the field for you as we'll restart on lap number 11. It is Colin Cropper, your leader. Second position is Matt Vasconcelos. Third position is Stephen Colon. Fourth is Noah Sewell. Quentin Moore fifth. Sixth is Keith Batson. Seventh is Charles Sanford. Eighth is Rafael Duke. Ninth position is Nathan Hudson, and Jessica Shelton runs in 10th. Green flag back underway. Lap number 11 here at Pocono Raceway as the cars are fanning out a little bit. Keith Batson and that white 28 moving to the low side of the racetrack on Quentin Moore. And Matt Vasconcelos in the 6th car. He has hung out to dry here a little bit, coming off turn number 1. Here comes Charles to the low side of Keith as they go through because they come off turn number 2. On board, Keith Batson's car, number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. See how fast Keith goes on the front stretch here at Pocono, 3,740 feet in length. 177, 179, 80, 82, 300, 184 miles an hour to turn number 1. Goes to 28 car. The yellow flag is flown for the 3rd time here at Pocono. And we are getting word of Zachary Fitzwater in the 29 car that's got a problem here as he's crashed, and Michael Whitman was also on pit road here, and here goes the battle for the lead here. 6th car of Vasconcelos, and he's got the push from the 75 car of Quentin Moore. And here to come off turn number 3 right now. Let's see what happens off the 3rd corner here. Quentin to the low side of Vasconcelos for the lead. Not going to happen that time by. And Matt Vasconcelos will lead back to the start-finish line with a yellow flag. That is the 3rd caution flag of the afternoon here at Pocono Raceway. And it could be either Zachary Fitzwater or the 17 car of Michael Whitman, and it was indeed the Fitzwater car, the 29. Three wide between him, Joshua Osborne, and Kyle Mendes. And him and Osborne got into a shoving match and shoved Fitzy right into Matthews' car, and Matthews' car slams into the outside wall and turned up on the front stretch. right in front of Osborne's car. And I don't believe that Fitzy got any damage on that car, though. So it looks like the Hardy's car could still make a run at it here, but on board with Joshua Osborne. It looked to me like Fitzwater just drove right into Osborne's cars without having run into him and Joshua got into a shoving match, looks like, right there, and then sent the 26 right into the 42. And that caused a bit of a log jam per se between those three cars, but oftentimes that happens here. So Matt Vasconcelos, who is the leader of will be your leader race here on the restart. We'll be back for restart right after this here at Pocono. Third caution flag of the day. Field coming down the short chute at 1,780 feet in length. Here at Pocono Raceway, Matt Vasconcelos, can he pull it off for his first victory of the season? We'll find out here, as he will have 8 laps to try to hold them all off here at Pocono. Second position is Quentin Moore. Third is Colin Cropley. Fourth position is not Amanda Evans in that green and white 33. It is actually Stephen Colon in fourth position. Fifth is Noah Sewell. Then it's Nathan Hudson, Charles Sanford, Keith Batson, Harrison Ponder, and Jessica Shelton, the top 10. Green flag back out, back underway, lap number 17. And here comes Cropley and Moore to the left side, 3 wide for the lead in turn number 1. Off the first corner here, and it looks like Quentin Moore's going to get the advantage off the first corner here, but they're still 3 wide in the backstretch here at about 170 plus miles an hour. Cropley backs up just a little bit in the 25 car. Here comes Stephen Colon. He wants 2 in a row at Pocono. Well, in the first Pocono race at least. And Vasconcelos just about got right into the 75 car, and Quentin Moore floors the throttle and just pulls away. And Quentin Moore goes to the lead, and Vasconcelos, and here we go! And a bad crash. Kyle Matthews upside down. Nathan Hudson, he had a top 10 run going. He's upside down. And so is the 16 car of Alexander Road. Noah Sewell's involved. Michael Whitman, the 17 car's involved. A bad crash in turn number 3. Dylan Young's involved. Fitzwater's involved. Daniel Boyle's a 70 car. He's involved in the crash. Matt Vasconcelos, he had, you have the feel for him, had a darn good run going on, and he gets butt effed by the 17 car of Michael Whitman for some inexplicable reason. Noah Sewell, front end damage on that 33 car. Amanda Evans, she was involved. Seth Cole is involved. I don't know if Benjamin Miles or Joshua Osborne's got any damage on their machine or the 66 car. I see a scrape on the 66 car, James Henry. With no time left to press to see what happened in replay that caused the 4th caution flag of the day. I tell you, and we've had a wreck on every start or restart here at Pocono. I don't know what in the flip is going on here with this track. Vasconcelos gets off the wall here. He just lost the lead to Quentin Moore, and then second to Colin Cropley. He and Amanda Evans get into a shoving match, and here in a turn, the 71 car of Nathan Hudson and the 55 was almost involved. That was Harrison Ponder. And then watch everybody else. Keith Batson, Charles Sanford. Boy, Sanford and Batson, how did they miss that crash? And here comes everybody else there. Dylan Young, Kyle Matthews. Oh my dear God. Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews, both of them almost into the... I think Kyle actually did get the catch fence, I think, too. If he didn't, he was close. Oh my gosh. A bad crash for both Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews, both, and the 16 of Alexander Roper that back too. Nathan Hudson was also upside down. So 4 cars flipped in this crash here. Michael Whitman comes to a dead stop here right there. They're behind Zachary Fitzwater. Oh my gosh, that is a bad crash here. Out Ryan Brommer, the 8 cars involved, the Miller High Life car. There's Wells in the 70 car, the blue car. There's Sewell. Oh my dear. Wow. As Kyle Petty would say, just incredible. That's incredible. We had an onboard camera from Keith Batson's view. You better, if you want, and we'll get, and from Keith Batson's view, we're going to give you a lesson in how to miss a wreck 101. Onboard Keith Batson's car. This is going in turn 3. Let's listen. It may have cost him quite a few positions, though, but Keith must have a sixth sense of what was going on right here too when that crash was happening, and that was to try to get out of the situation as quickly as you can right there, because you never know what's going to happen. Here's from Joshua Osborne's view, the 26 car. The underneath bumping in the 66 car of James Henry, and Osborne got through it as well too. And finally from Jessica Shelton's view, our 13 car camera. So, I tell you what, you talk about an attaboy and two attaboys and an attagirl on that one too. That was, boy, those 3 drivers should have been in that crash, and somehow through the grace of God was not in that crash. There, so I guess you're gonna say both. I guess you're gonna say all 3 of them. Joshua Osborne, Keith Batson, and Jessica Shelton were all touched by an angel in that crash, because I mean that crash could easily have involved about 15-20 cars, about like a Talladega crash, though. But luckily it wasn't, though. It was still a big crash nonetheless, though. But it was. We often tell you how quick things can happen in a race and how things can change, and that was proof of the pudding right here. So the pace car starts are off here at Pocono Raceway here. Quentin Moore is now your leader of the race here. The number 75 Valvoline Punning. He's looking for his first victory of the season here. The man from the terror from the state of Tennessee. Can he hold him off? Colin Crappie may have something to say about that. So could this 83 of Stephen Coloni's in 3rd position. And how about Laura Chung? We have not talked about Laura Chung at all today. She is right now 4th position at this point in the race here. 5th in all that mix-up is now Mike Becker. 6th is Harrison Ponder. Jessica Shelton is now 7th. 8th is Kat Batson. 9th is Dylan Poteet. Coming all the way from the very back of the pack, I might add. And 10th position is now the Raging Cajun Phil Parker. 11th position right now is Austin Reed in the 84 car. Charles Sampers in 12th position. 13th is Allison Rain. 14th is Rafaela Duke. 15th is Keith Batson. 16th right now is Samit Oscon. Daniel Bouchard 17th. 18th is Nathan Orman. Cole Devers 19th. And 20th is Caleb Fogler. 21st is Eric Monaco. 22nd is Jackson Haywood. 23rd, James Henry. 24th, Joshua Osborne. Benjamin Miles 25th. Seth Cole 26th. 27th is 27th is Matt Vasconcelos. And Amanda Evans right now is in 31st position. 27th right now is 28th right now is Noah Still. He's out of the race because of a crash. 29th is currently right now is Michael Whitman. He's out because of an oil leak, and the fuel leak problem is what knocked Daniel Voiles out of the race as well too. All the cars out of the race because of crashes are obviously our Ryan Brommer, Kyle Matthews, Dylan Young, Nathan Hudson, Alexander Rowe, and Zachary Fitzwater, and the header failure for the 4 car of William Burrock. Green flag back out, back on the way, lap number 22 with 3 laps remaining at Pocono. And here comes Cropley to the low side for the lead. Here comes Stephen Colon. 3 wide for the top spot. And who's going to come out with the lead? It's going to be Cropley, looks like, in the 25 car. Down the backstretch they come. Whoa, this is getting hairy right here. Here comes the 75 car. Here comes Quentin Moore, who was the leader in the race right here. He's got Laura Chung behind him in the 88 car. And she's going to push Quentin up. Laura wants to lead herself. And then Quentin at the back of his limit comes off turn number 3. And to the start finish line, will it be Quentin or Laura leading this up here? 2 laps to go. And Chung let the last time by the 88 car. Laura Chung, who won at Richmond last season, the night race. Can she get her second victory of her career in this series, her first of the season? Not if Cologne can say anything about that 83 car or anything or anyone else behind them. Who is it gonna be at Pocono, dear? You paid your money now. Take your choice. Who do you think's gonna win it? Here comes Cologne to the left side. Quentin Moore gets the shove off turn number 2 for the lead. Cropley to second. Chung is not giving up that 88 car. She wants to keep second position. She wants that shot at the win. And Owen Cologne just turned Ponder. Stephen Cologne just wrecked Harrison Ponder. And to the start finish line, it's going to be Quentin Moore winning at Pocono. The yellow and white flags have both waved, and Harrison Ponder just got deliberately turned by the 83 car, Stephen Cologne, coming to the white flag. Oh, I say Harrison Ponder's going to hunt down Stephen Cologne in the garage area after that one right there. Oh my dear gosh, what a race. And boy, and that promised to be a pretty darn good finish here in today's event, but boy, Quentin Moore, the 75 car, he's in the lead when he needed to be and held him off when he needed to. And if he can complete the last lap under green, barring any problems here in the 75 car, he is going to get his first victory of the season. The Tennessee Terrors, they call him. And Quentin, who has had a hard first half of the season here, and I tell you, it was a much-needed pick-me-up for that Valvoline team, the number 75 car. Laura Chung comes home second position. I tell you, she looked like she had a shot at it, and looked like she might have shot at her second victory in her career in the series. But still a tremendous run for the 88 team. Colin Cropley comes home third. Fourth will go to Cat Matson. Fifth position to Mike Becker. Sixth to Phil Parker. Austin Reed, how about him? He ends up finishing seventh. Eighth to Allison Rain. Jessica Shelton ninth. And Cole Deaver is going to finish in 10th position. I tell you, what a shuffle that was in the last laps of the race here. But there's the checker flag at 70 miles an hour. Quentin Moore wins the WIX Filters 400 at Pocono. Boy, a crazy day of racing has come to an end here at the track known as the Tricky Triangle. I tell you what a tremendous, I don't want to say it was a cluster, you know what, but I'd say that almost looked like it right there in the horse, but promised to look like it have a pretty darn good finish, as we mentioned. Here's the caution. Here's what caused the final yellow flag of the day right here. And here comes the 83 car Harrison Ponder or 83 car of Stephen Cologne and the 55 of Harrison Ponder. Ponder was slowing up a little bit. Here comes Cologne. I mean, just flat dumps him come off turn number 3. Cologne got rubbed up with the 90 car of Cat Batson. Boy, Jessica Shelton misses yet another crash at number 9 car. She just about nailed the 55 car, but managed to miss it right there. And there's I wonder why nobody else hit the 55 car, to be honest. But Harrison Ponder, like I said, he has got to be steaming mad underneath the hood, under the helmet of that number 50, under the helmet of that of him. On board Jessica Shelton. Here's how she missed another crash. Field goal, 3 points. So that was your finishing order here in today's event. Here, average speed of 88.838 miles an hour. I'll tell you what, we're gonna do some testing on this track right there before we get to the AC Sparkplug 400. I will say that for sure, because I mean that track was nowhere near that big of a wreck when I tested this. But nonetheless, though, Quentin Moore gets the victory here today, as we mentioned. Laura Chung finishes second. Third will go to Colin Cropley. Fourth, to Kat Batson. Fifth, to Mike Becker. Sixth position to Phil Parker. Austin Reed finishes seventh. Eighth will go to Allison Rain. Jessica Shelton matches her car number, finishing ninth. And Cole Deaver finishes in 10th position. Some drivers we have not talked about at all today here, like Austin Reed, Allison Rain, and Cole Deaver. And not until the last there, Kat Batson and Colin Cropley and Mike Becker. That shuffle really shuffled things up. I would definitely say that for sure. But some drivers needed some big pick-me-ups for the top 10 finishes here in today's event here. So it may give a momentum as we head to Michigan next on the tour for the Miller Lite 400, which is next on the schedule. That'll be a 30-lap race on that 2-mile D-shaped racetrack right in the middle of the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan. 11th position will go to Dylan Poteet. Charles Sanford comes home 12th. 13th to Jackson Haywood. James Henry comes home 14th. Solid day for that 66 team. Stephen Colon looked like he had top 5 going on. I will say that for sure, but that tangle up with Ponder really slowed him down and drops him down to 15th position in the order. So I'll say Stephen's not going to be happy with that run for sure. Benjamin Miles, who restarted this race 26th, and he ends up finishing 16th in this event. 17th will go to Keith Batson, Nathan Orman 18th, Raphael Leduc 19th, and 20th will go to Daniel Bouchard, Cement Oscon 21st, Caleb Fogler 22nd, 23rd Eric Monaco, Joshua Osborne 24th, Seth Cole 25th, 26th will go to Harrison Ponder. Looked like he had a top 10 going on in this race right there until he got turned. And Matt Vasconcelos, you have to feel for him as well too. It looked like he had possibly a shot at his first ever win with 8 laps remaining in the race, and then he gets turned and caused a really bad crash in turn 3. He ends up finishing in 27th, the last car on the lead lap, but boy, the day could have been better for him. And Amanda Evans, after not starting in this race here, first foot there, comes back on the racetrack there under green here, and ends up 2 laps down in the race there, but still finishes 28th. So the day could have been worse for Amanda. Cars out of the race here. Again, Noah Sewell, Michael Whitman, Daniel Voiles, Ryan Brommer, Kyle Matthews, Dylan Young, Nathan Hudson, Alexander Rove, Zachary Fitzwater, and William Brock. So those are your finishers here today. So that's how Pocono ends here today. And Quentin Moore, congratulations once again to him as he gets his very first victory of the season. It's not his very first victory of his career, but it's his first victory of the season here. You know what I mean. Averaging 88.838 miles per hour, almost 89 miles an hour. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. And we also, whatever the president of the NNSCRA has goal desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out the Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and of course his series. And of course, his Duracell Cup Series is in full swing for his current season. So be sure to check that series out for sure, and support Seth's series as well too. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels. And remember, if you want in on future seasons of Seth series, and be sure to get with him, and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being X86753985AX, X86753985AX. That's Dylan Young's channel. The man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and the channel that does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series has channel Thrash Maniac 99. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. And so be sure to check out those 2 channels and subscribe to those 2 channels for some cool stuff. And also subscribe to this channel you're watching right here for some good stuff as well, too. So that will do here today at Pocono. For now, this is James Cole. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of off-on racing at its best. We'll see you at Michigan for the running of the Miller Lite 400.